Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the reigning Super Bowl champs coming up next.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Play action now, Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, the statistician was questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going? Can he keep the hot hand?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Chicago. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Fields now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now it's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Now Hill to return it.
Stiff-armed him. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Bears now ready to take over again.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
He's still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
To throw is Fields.
Flushed. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On play action, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Prescott to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. you know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On first down, it's Fields. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gibson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Montgomery.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery.
A 3-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on second, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Gibson.
Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Fields.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 28 yards.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
DJ Wadham
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, able to avoid him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing again is Fields. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 16, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Fields. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd and goal,
Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got it to Gibson.
Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson.
64 yards.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Back to throw. Fields.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
Powering forward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 yards remain for second down. Fields now to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
There we go. Come on now. Let's do
this. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Gibson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, check.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it. We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Pollard now a 1st down and more.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
We're going to work.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pollard.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Gibson, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. A handoff for Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.